Hey guys, welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. We have 4 new delicious and budget-friendly meal ideas for you today. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any future dinner inspiration. We make What's for Dinner videos every Sunday. Meal number 1 is a Cajun-style beans and rice with cornbread. Earlier in the week, we had smoked some ribs to take to a friend's house, and somehow we ended up with a bunch of leftovers. So in our pot, we have 2 cans of pinto beans. Then we added in 1.5 cups of instant rice. You could use regular rice too, you'll just have to cook it longer. We also added in about 2 cups of chicken broth. Now we're going to add in the leftover meat, and we're just going to cover this and let it simmer until the rice is cooked. Our rib meat had so much smoked flavor that we didn't really even add anything to this. We just put in a little salt and pepper and a tiny bit of Tony's seasoning. This was so good, just served with some boxed cornbread mix. All the kids cleaned their plates, and Mom and Dad went back for seconds. For meal number 2, I had gotten a meal suggestion from a subscriber for Italian subs. This came from Allison Gonzalez. And while we intended on making those, we changed it up a little bit and made it into a copycat cold cut trio from Subway. To make these, we have some wheat sub rolls, provolone cheese, salami, bologna, chopped ham, peppers, black olives, shredded lettuce, and sweet onion. We just served these on the sub rolls with some chips and a sauce that Adam made with some mayonnaise, mustard, barbecue sauce, and salt and pepper. For meal number 3, we're making a pizza pasta dish. I saw Taylor Elmore make something like this recently, and it sounded so delicious. I'll leave her channel down in the description box below so you can go check her out. We just changed it up a little bit to make it our own. So to start off, we have 2 cups of corkscrew pasta that we got from Walmart. And to make this dish, we're going to need salt and pepper, minced garlic, tomato sauce, oregano, onion powder, seasoned salt, also some fresh basil, Parmesan cheese, a mozzarella provolone blend cheese, some butter, and 6 ounces of bacon. We're also using some pepperoni. We just had a little left of both of these bags, so we're just going to use them both. So we started off by melting 2 tablespoons of butter. And to this we're adding in some salt and pepper, a half a teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of chopped basil, a tablespoon of minced garlic, and some seasoned salt. You can adjust these spices to the way you like them. Stir these around in your butter over medium heat for just a minute or 2. Now we're going to add in our can of tomato sauce, and we're going to let this simmer for a few minutes before we add our pasta. Next, we added in our cooked pasta, our mini pepperoni, our cooked bacon, and we also added in some black olives. So we have a 9x13 baking dish that we sprayed with cooking spray, and then we're just going to pour it in our mixture, and on top we're going to add 2 cups of the mozzarella and provolone cheese blend. Now we're just going to layer our large pepperonis right on top, just like a pizza, and we're going to bake this at 350 for 40 to 45 minutes. When it was almost done, we added some Parmesan cheese on top, and then we put it under the broiler for 5 minutes. This was so delicious and the boys loved it, so thank you, Taylor, for the idea. And for the final meal of the week, we have Asian barbecue style chicken legs with homemade macaroni and cheese and a salad. To start off, we're going to pat our chicken dry with some paper towels. And we're going to be seasoning this with a little sesame oil, some parsley, seasoned salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and ground ginger. Adam made a dry rub with all of the dry spices, about 1 teaspoon of each. We put about 1 tablespoon of sesame oil in a bowl, and we're going to toss the chicken around in that, and then we're going to add our dry rub. Then we just grilled these over direct heat until their internal temperature reached 165. While these were cooking, we made our barbecue sauce with some ketchup, teriyaki, hoisin sauce, soy sauce, molasses, Worcestershire, rice vinegar, honey, parsley, seasoned salt, garlic and onion powder, and ground ginger. We just kind of threw this one together, so I don't have exact measurements for you. We just sort of threw in a little of this and a little of that. We also made a side salad with some cucumbers, tomatoes, onion, black olives, radishes, bacon bits, and some homemade ranch. When the chicken was close to done, we brushed it with that sauce a few times. And we also made some homemade macaroni and cheese. We just cooked our pasta, and when they were done, we melted in a few tablespoons of butter and threw in some Velveeta cheese, a little parsley, and some salt and pepper. These drumsticks turned out so delicious. They were tender and juicy and falling off the bone, and now that I'm looking at them, I want to have them again. I usually tell you guys which one was my favorite of the week, but they were all so good, I couldn't even pick this time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, please hit that like button. If you have any meal suggestions for us, you can leave them in the comments down below, and we would love to have you join our family, so if you haven't yet, please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell. We make What's for Dinner videos every Sunday.